When you are growing in war, everything becomes normal.
You know, you come from a background where you earn 10 bucks, 20 bucks an hour, and you're like, wait, so if I close this deal, I can make 500 bucks commission in 30 minutes to 45 minutes, and your brain doesn't accept that.
We were seeing like dead people on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Closing a skill that you mentioned is not just for the business, it's just for life.
By learning the skill of communication, sales, psychology, you'll be able to have those people respect you. Coming from someone that wasn't respected, no one listened to me, no one heard me out, and now it's very different, you know? All right, welcome you beautiful soul. My name is Wasim. I'm here with the big man himself, Amir. Looking phenomenal today, bro. Absolutely amazing.
Thanks, brother.
Bro, thank you so much for joining us. So, Amir, we are here in Koh Phangan right now in Thailand. And I'm here with Daniel. Come show yourself, Daniel. Come say hi a little bit. You guys know Daniel. He's
Yes, guys.
yeah,
The man.
very familiar face, helping us with the camera and everything.
Of course.
I was traveling with him here in Thailand, and all of a sudden, bro, you appear, you spawn out of nowhere on this island. So it's amazing to see you. So a couple of months ago, we met virtually. Amir ended up joining QSA, and you've been crushing it recently. We're gonna talk a little bit about that. So we're gonna do our best to inspire you watching this. Share Amir's story. He has such a phenomenal, inspirational, amazing story. And I made sure myself to not talk too much about your story behind the camera so I can hear it from you in front of the camera for the first time and actually give my real reaction.
Sounds
So I'm
good.
looking forward to hearing like everything, your background. So let's jump right into it. Let's jump first of all with your. Let's start with your story before we do the whole sales stuff and all this kind of things. Where did it all start? Where were you born?
Well, so thanks. First of all, that was really, I'm still shocked that how this coincidence happened.
Yeah,
My mate in Koh Samui said, let's go
yeah,
Copenhagen.
yeah,
We just came, put the story. Wasim said, oh, we here. Oh, gee, that was such a coincidence. Lovely to meet with these guys, legends. Always get inspired with them. And of course, the mentor. It's so good to see you in person. We've been actually talking and having coaching calls for a couple of months.
yeah.
Never met in person.
No.
So it feels really, really deep seeing all these beautiful. So then we be already catch up in Bali a couple of times. But yeah, so my story is long story.
Yeah,
So I was born in Iran
yeah,
long time ago.
yeah. How long ago?
How 40 years ago?
Wait, you're fucking 40.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, you
Yeah.
told me one time, but I forgot.
Yeah.
Bro, you're so young and
Yeah,
like,
no one knows. So cut this bit.
oh, you really, bro? Isn't this something you want to work on? Being more transparent, authentic. Fuck it, bro.
No, I'm joking. I don't know. Actually, I love my age. Oh,
Bro, I think it's great.
never thought that at 40 I would love to be this age because I pretty much achieved what I wanted and it's still
Yeah,
chasing
yeah,
it's
yeah,
more, but I'm happy. So yeah, I was born in Iran
yeah,
in the middle of the war. There was a back in the day war between Iran and Iraq.
yeah.
Crazy.
Okay.
So I born there, raised there.
Mm,
It was a long war, 8 years.
okay.
So on a daily basis, it become normal when you are growing in war. Everything becomes normal. We were seeing like dead people on a daily basis,
Yeah.
attacking. Some stuff like what is currently happening in other countries. It was my childhood. So raised up in that situation, and then eventually went to uni, graduated, moved to Australia. Then when I got to Australia, I realized, oh, hang on,
What age did you go to Australia?
I was 20, over 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you speak English before this?
A little bit, yeah, yeah. Back home, we learned English,
Okay.
but Aussie English is way different. So the
Yeah.
accent. So the first day I arrived,
Yeah.
so I just had one suitcase, moved from Iran.
Yeah.
I didn't know anyone in Australia. Didn't know anywhere.
Crazy.
With one suitcase, went there.
Nice.
and people speaking English weird. Like that
That's
was
true.
totally different. Anyway, to
What
make a
made you
long
choose
story short,
Australia? You don't have to make the long story short. Your story is important, so
oh,
you can
cheers.
share whatever
Yeah,
you feel like sharing. So you moved at age 20, something like this, to
over
Australia.
20. Yeah, yeah,
A little bit over 20.
25. Yeah,
Gotcha. Your English wasn't the best, but you learned it. So a lot of people watching this, they're like, "Oh, my English isn't the best. Can I do sales? Can I really build a business? Can I follow my dreams?" First of all, you not being able to speak English should be the biggest motivation for you to actually take action because it's a nice challenge for you, learn something new, grow. It's good to grow. It's one of the best feelings ever. But
agree.
so you started learning English, you went to Australia, you went there to work,
Correct.
just to work?
I
Okay.
went there just to live and
Live
work
and work,
and
yeah?
everything.
Okay.
So I moved.
Okay.
So I started working, realized that, oh, hang on, Australia is way different from Iran.
It's very different, yeah.
Big
Yeah,
difference.
yeah, yeah.
Well, everything was really pretty. Like streets, no traffic, heaps of land, heaps of gyms, the stuff that we pretty much don't have back home.
Mm.
And but it didn't take me so long to realize that people over there don't even appreciate that.
Okay. Because they are born into it and they are used to it. And you
Exactly.
came from the war, so from you it was like very big
Big
switch.
difference.
Yeah.
Notice,
Okay.
hang on, why these people don't even understand where they're living? They just in paradise. Like me and my friends dream about this, and these people are nagging about like small stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Have
Okay.
you straight away went to a part of Australia north, stayed for a few days with few friends,
Yeah.
and that place was the most beautiful place in my life I've ever seen. And guess what? I realized that in that pretty town, that super chill place, the suicide rate is higher than anywhere I've already been. So heaps of
Damn.
different controversial stuff,
Crazy.
and this journey been really, really interesting for me.
Yeah.
From born in raising in war, moving to Australia,
Yeah.
so always doing my fitness stuff, working, and pretty much always been in my main job as a mechanical engineer. I've been in sales.
So you wait, you studied mechanical engineering? Is that what you
Correct.
studied?
Yeah, I
Okay.
studied mechanical engineering,
And
and
were you able to find a job when you went to Australia as a mechanical engineer, or did you have to do something totally different?
so in the beginning, I was lucky. I got a ad hoc inspection job, which was good.
Good.
But after that, struggling for a while to find a job. At the moment in Australia, it's super easy to find a job.
Okay.
Very competitive for companies to hold
Okay.
the employee. They keep changing jobs.
Oh, interesting.
Variety. But back in the day when I moved, you couldn't get the job
Okay.
easily.
Okay.
So I did security for a while.
Okay. So you had to do
Club
something else
security.
that wasn't related to your study.
Correct.
Reason I'm asking this is because a lot of you guys watching this, you think, hey, if I study, if I get my certification, I'll have the certainty for a job. I'll be able to work. I'll be able to make money every single month consistently. And the thing with that is, you can see here in Amir's case, it isn't guaranteed. If you study and you get a certification, most companies don't really care about that much because there's a lot of other people that have the same paper that you have. So you have to differentiate yourself in a way other than just your certification. For example, a track record. A track record has been the way for myself to be able to get inside of places, companies, business partnerships, the best way I can. So I don't really have any significant papers in terms of university and stuff like that. I have a couple of papers, but not anything very big and significant. But I'm still able to get into a lot of places because of the track record, you know, people having helped certain types of people, having made certain types of money. So you started as a security guard. How long did you do that?
Just a couple of months
Yeah.
before they kicked me out because I was too rough apparently in Australian market. So
Okay.
as a security, they expect you to do more customer service. Whereas me coming from another background was considering security as a little bit tougher.
Okay, tough. Yeah,
If
yeah, yeah.
if someone getting drunk in a bar, grab me and kick them out, so
Yeah,
they come in and say, "Brother, you may just chill out, stay away. We don't need you to work." And I was lucky at the same time. I got my a job
engineering.
related to my mechanical
Yeah.
engineering degree. So I stopped that, focused on my real job, and yeah, keep growing during the few years working in Australia.
What did you do after the security thing?
So I
What
was
job?
yeah working at a company that providing the different valves for oil and gas companies and mining companies. So I was the kind of sales representative.
Okay, so you were sales rep.
Yeah.
Still not the mechanical engineer thing.
So mechanical engineer as a sales rep.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
you need that
The knowledge,
knowledge
and then you do
to
sales.
apply to sales, B2B sales
B2B
only.
sales. Gotcha.
But to be honest, they never taught us anything related to sales. How to
Okay.
sell B2B, what's the difference,
Yeah.
B2C, how approach. None of this. Just you're an engineer, do the sales. That was it.
Yeah, yeah. And then you realized it isn't that simple.
Correct. Correct. So it continued for a few years and eventually got my other job, which been for past few years, again as a kind of mechanical engineer, sales and different mining. And that was the time I thought maybe, hey, probably I need to think about more freedom,
Okay.
more location freedom, more
Yeah.
financial freedom. And that's why I started the journey with you guys.
Mm. Okay, got it. So the main thing was you didn't want to be tied to a certain location.
That's correct. Yes.
Okay, because you did make decent money,
Correct.
even
Yeah.
in your job, right?
Yeah.
But you realize it's not all about the money.
It's not all about the money. Yeah.
Okay. So freedom was the main point for you. And how's that been going for you so far? Like, tell us a little bit when you joined QSA. How did it go in the beginning? I know it was a little bit struggle, so you can be honest about that. Like, it didn't go directly well.
That's
You know,
correct.
you needed some training. It took a couple of weeks, months, and then you were able to figure it out. And now, yeah, it's going really well. On the way yesterday here, what happened? Like, tell us a little bit about that.
So
That little result.
just one step before
Yeah,
that, because I do my business as a online body transformation coach.
exactly.
I do my calls and my sales myself.
Yeah,
So for that, I needed to improve my sales skill
yeah,
to be able to close.
of course.
And yeah, since the journey has started and I learned from you guys and improved the skill, it's working.
Yeah,
Yeah. Just yesterday on the boat, it happened and got a client approached. Okay, I'm interested in your program. I said, okay, we can schedule a call
yeah,
and I got time now or tomorrow this time.
yeah.
And he said, yeah, I can go make it now. I said, okay, let's jump on a call.
On the
Well,
boat.
so we were going on the boat.
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
sitting at the port.
Okay.
Just
I know.
yeah. So straight away went through the process,
Crazy.
went through the red, yellow, everything,
Yeah.
analyzed the situation, and yeah, closed the call. And so
Let's
right
fucking go.
before, then when I closed it, when we say okay, bye, welcome on board, happy for you,
Yeah.
then they come and told me that hey, put your bike on the boat.
Yeah.
So I had to drive my bike
Yeah.
on the boat, but
Crazy.
yeah, it's all about applying what you learn
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
without hesitation. Just trust the process,
Yeah.
apply it, it works.
Yeah. And it's also really nice because you're selling your own product. So normally, if you're a sales rep, you earn between 10 to 30% commission of the deal size. But now, you made the close and it's 100% commission.
Correct.
So that must feel great as well. I believe it was a 3K deal, right, that you closed?
Feels really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gave a discount, and because that's my
Yeah. Yeah.
business, I
Yeah.
can give discount.
Yes.
So happy with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole story that I'm working on it, getting more leads, growing the
Yeah.
business. I know it's not easy. It's pretty tough when you trying to run your own business as
Yeah.
entrepreneur is not just as simple as working for someone, even if you make more money, but because you're investing on your business, growing it,
Yeah.
same as yourself,
Yeah. Yeah.
way more headache, even sometimes less money compared to if you just do the sales for someone.
Makes sense. Yeah.
But you know that it grows
In the
in
future,
the
you'll have
future.
way more money, but
Correct.
you need to build it up, right? So it requires a little bit of work in the beginning, and once it gets going, then it's just flying. It's like a rocket or a plane. You know, it uses most of the fuel in the beginning to
To
get up,
launch, yeah.
and then once it's in the air, it's pretty much just smooth sailing, and it doesn't use that much fuel.
Exactly.
So it's the same with a business. Yeah.
But
But
without the sales skills, you won't be able to.
it's going to be hard, yeah,
Yeah.
because whatever you're going to do, you have to sell the thing. Even if you want to convince your boyfriend, girlfriend to go to the cinema with you to watch this movie instead of the movie they want to watch, you have to sell to them why your movie is going to be the better choice. So it is all about sales. It sounds very cliche, everything is sales, but it really is true. And it's also the oldest profession that ever existed. You know, back in times, we used to live in tribes, in small villages. Someone knew how to make clothes, so they had a little booth selling their clothes. Well, there you go, they're doing sales. Other person knows how to make knives, so they used to sell their knives and why their knives are better than the other person's knives in the tribe, stuff like that, right? So it's the oldest profession, and it'll always exist. And that's also a question I get all the time: is, hey, should I get into sales, and should I do this? Should I learn the skill, communication? You know, with other business models, it's like a trick. You know, all these other business models are new; they're contemporary. For example, dropshipping didn't exist that long ago, the way we have it right now with Shopify and e-commerce and having your store and the internet. It's very new. Less than 50 years it exists. So that is for a business model for this current time frame, and will not always exist, right? But sales will always exist, so you have that guarantee for yourself. So let's talk a little bit about what were your struggles in the beginning, so we can also share that. Like, it's not all sunflowers, right? So
That's correct.
what was in the beginning your struggles with sales, closing? Because I know it didn't go smooth from the beginning. You got so many objections. You didn't know how to handle them. We did a lot of work with objection handling. So tell us a little bit about that. What were your struggles, and how were you able to overcome them, so the listener can
So
learn?
I believe the initially I was struggling with diagnosing the issue.
Okay.
Couldn't
Okay.
go deep.
You couldn't go deep.
Like you remember, I was trying to go different layers deeper, but I was just had a few questions. It was just me asking questions.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Next question. Oh, okay. Without dipping into the deep layers
Gotcha.
and going through and determining what's the real cause of the issue. That was, to me, the main problem I had, and I
Okay.
couldn't dive deep into the issues. And then after that, the second, I reckon after I got that kind of sorted, uh, I was over explaining the solution instead
Mm.
of just showing the destination. I was
Okay.
explaining the whole journey.
Okay.
And I remember that you actually a
Okay.
couple of times emphasized on that, that hey, you don't need to go through all the phase of you get a taxi from here to airport,
Exactly.
airport to
Exactly.
flight 10 hours.
No.
Just the destination is
Yeah.
here, is Koh Samui, Copenhagen. This is how pretty. And with that, I've done a great job for myself. Most of the call I close, I don't even explain how the package is.
That's good, because it just confuses them.
Yeah,
That's true. That's very true.
you join the program
Yeah.
in 12 weeks, you get this result.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You here, you will be here.
Yeah.
How I get there, we discuss that onboarding
Yeah.
and eventually later.
That's true. That's
And
true.
I'm so happy with that that I followed that advices and
Yeah.
they're working.
Nice, man.
Yeah,
Yeah. Thank you for sharing. Because a lot of us make it very complicated. We think sales is complicated. And because we have the belief that it's complicated, the way we talk on the calls is in a very complicated way, over explaining, because we think, oh, You come from a background where you earn $10, $20 an hour, and you're like, wait, so if I close this deal, I can make $500 commission. Let's say 5K product, 10% commission. It means you made $500 in 30 minutes to 45 minutes, depending on how long you need to close the call. And your brain doesn't accept that. Your brain is like, okay, making that much money in such a short amount of time, I don't know. Like your brain is like, okay, it can't be this easy and simple, right? So you start over complicating your explanations in the sales calls, which makes the prospect confused. And then you get the objection that we know very well. I have to think about it. I have to process it because you talk too much. So they have to process all the things. So you have to keep it very simple. And one way to keep it simple is to focus on the destination instead of the flight.
Journey. Correct.
Yes, exactly. So, for example, I just booked a ticket to go to Bali, and there's a bunch of flights I have to take, and there's some stops, and but I don't care about that. Like that's not why I'm buying the ticket, right? I'm buying the ticket to get to Bali, to be with my friends, surprise them, right? The reason I'm sharing this now is because this video will be uploaded after I've already surprised them, so it's fine. I can share it. But that's gonna be cool. I'm gonna show you even a clip of me surprising them. I'm gonna paste it in
That would be
this
sick.
in
Yeah.
this in this thing. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, bro. So it's going well so far. You're crushing it. Sales are going well. What are your next goals with your business, with your sales journey? Now that you're free, you're traveling, you're making money. Everything is going the way you envisioned it in the beginning, but obviously I know you're a guy. You always want to get bigger in your goals, in your physique. So what are the next steps for you? Where do you want to go now?
So obviously, business-wise, it's going to expand social media, grow heaps more,
Okay.
uh, and eventually build a really strong team
Okay.
of sitters, closers,
Yeah.
and eventually few coaches.
Yeah.
So I just gonna be the surface of the business
Yes. Yes.
company,
Yes.
and the team very expert
Yes.
run the whole business.
Okay.
That's the goal, obviously, which gotta make it by the end of this year. But and I gotta put a lot of time and effort in it. I know, but that's the way.
Okay.
I know where to go.
Okay. So you want to scale your social media and
Hundred
make your business run by itself, having experts in it, setters, closers, coaches, and
exactly.
you're more the face. Like you mean focusing on content stuff like that?
Correct. Yeah. So I will be the face of the actually business,
Yeah.
mainly making content, and of course doing all the coaching calls, joining the team,
Yeah.
but more the admin and closing with the
I hear
closers
you.
and
Yeah.
sales team.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much simple,
Yeah.
but taking time and
That's
need
great.
heaps of effort to put in.
Yeah.
But possible. I've seen it.
Yeah. Of course.
I've seen
Of
it that
course.
with my eyes that how it grows.
Yeah. Yeah.
So very possible,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
getting to a couple of hundred K a month.
Let's go. Yeah.
Very, very, very practical.
Yeah.
If I didn't see it with my eyes for
Yeah.
a couple of years, I wouldn't believe it.
Yeah.
But 100%
Yeah.
achievable.
You know a lot of people, some that were very close to you that
Correct.
were making over 200K a month.
Yeah,
So it's definitely possible with the business when
that's
it's
true.
running by itself, all this kind of stuff. And yeah, there you go, guys. Like when you start being a closer, it's not your final destination. So you shouldn't be overthinking it. Hey, should I do sales, become a closer, and is this the thing I'm going to do for the rest of my life? No, it's just a stepping stone skill, foundational skill for yourself that you're going to use in all aspects of your life, personal and business wise. Learning English, improving your English skills if that is something that isn't the strongest point for you. So that's how I want you to see it. And you can see Amir is living proof. You started as a closer for a different company in the beginning. You were doing some of those calls. Now you're transitioned to doing the calls for yourself. So you went from 10% commission to 100% commission right now. And now eventually you won't even be doing the sales calls anymore. You're just going to have closers from QSA, for example,
100%.
doing the calls for you.
Setters, closers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the plan. Hopefully, with your help,
Yes.
getting a team of sitters, closer, all from
We got you.
QSA.
All good.
and go through it. But the really something that I really want to emphasize is
Yeah.
these closing skills that you mentioned is not just for the business; it's just for life.
Yeah. Yeah.
As you mentioned, you
Yeah.
want to convince your girlfriend to go for this
That's true.
movie, not that movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It definitely relates to all aspects of your life.
Yeah. Yeah.
With your friends, with family, with work,
Yeah.
with gym, how you empathy with other people. You are always need to listen to them,
Yeah.
appreciate their sharing,
Yeah.
empathy,
Yeah.
and not providing solutions straight away.
Exactly.
Ask more questions,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
get to know the detail more,
Yeah.
then get themselves to sell themselves.
I hear you.
So these are really, really skills that, to me, everyone needs to achieve,
Yeah.
even if you don't want to do a remote close up.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
it's a
agree.
life skill that you need.
I hear you.
Yeah.
So one thing that is extremely big in QSA is we address the elephant in the room. So there's always an elephant in the room, right? Maybe you're with your friends, there's something that isn't spoken about, and you need to address it. And there's this tension, and you both know about it, but you don't confront it. The same thing is with what Amir is sharing right now. A lot of you have this issue. The elephant in the room is you are not respected in your friend group. People don't listen to you, people don't take you serious. And what you want to do is you want to get status, you want to make money. So you're thinking about doing a certain type of business model to become successful, whatever that is, all these shiny objects out there. And you're thinking, okay, if I do this, if I get the money, I'm going to have their respect. But here's the thing, you're not addressing the elephant in the room and addressing the issue in the core level, the quantum level, that's what we call it, which is your capability of having them respect you, the way you pronounce whatever you want to say, the way you talk, the way you present yourself, the way you look at them, the way you listen to them, all the deeper psychological stuff that you are not even aware of, that is part of this whole thing of them respecting you. And you want to fix this issue in a different way by making money, proving them yourself to them, blah blah blah. No, just learn how to address the issue in the core level by learning the skill of communication, sales, psychology, and then you'll be able to have those people respect you as well. Extremely important. Coming from someone that wasn't respected, no one listened to me, no one heard me out, and now it's very different. But it took a lot of time, and we managed to make it happen, and now we're doing the same for you. I want to round it off with this. Actually, I think it's pretty. Yeah, I mean, thank you so much for sharing your story. This was amazing. Is there one last thing you'd like to share with the viewers?
Thanks to you and Dan for the actually opportunity.
Of course.
That's it pretty much. Lovely to be a part of the family, QSA family.
Nice.
Always you get support from there. Always see guys smashing it, so you give more motivation.
Yeah, yeah,
And this is lovely. This is something that you see, oh, people
yeah.
doing it, so it's possible. And yeah, thanks for all the advices and hints and whatever you
Of course, bro.
teaching us. And
Pleasure.
looking forward for more to learn and overcome.
Perfect. Thank you so much for checking this out. You want to get into sales, you want to learn these skills, just reach out to me. You can do it anywhere you want. Links down below, emails down below, IG, whatever. Just send me a message, and I'm more than happy to send you over some stuff you can look over, you can watch, and I'll help you get started crushing it in life. Take care of yourself. Thank you, Amir.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Nice. I forget to record
That's
the
not
whole
funny.
fucking thing.
He's joking. Yeah, I always do that. I always
Of
do
course
that.
not.
I always do that.
Fuck. Oh, you're still recording.
Yes, of course, of course.
What a dickhead.